Would you date a girl that has a lot of guy friends?
Depends on how many and what the relationship and how long they've known each other, right? And if they've ever like done anything, you know what I mean? So like if there's some guys can be in friendships with girls after like, you know, maybe they dated them, right? Because I've seen this happen. Like girls will date a guy and then they become friends after, right? And then in my head I'm like, yo, you suck that guy's dick. Maybe, you know, I have no idea what the fuck that happened in your guys' relationship. Some girls are fucked up, and trust me, there's some shit girls like, you know what I mean? Like, you never know, bro. Like, you don't know what guys like. You don't know what girls like. Like, I don't know what the relationship was. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he nutted in you. Fuck, that guy's fucking spiritualism isn't in you with forever. Like, you know, and then I'm going to sit there and, like, sit in the same room and, like, be friends with you, be dating you, and then that guy's just chilling in there, like, in his head, in the back of his head, like, you know what I mean? Fuck that.
No. Yeah, you can never. Yeah.
No way, bro. Like, get out of here. That's why, like, you know, if I'm ever going to marry, like, this marriage is pretty crazy now, but like that's another whole other can of worms that, you know, we can open up. But like if I'm ever gonna date a girl, she's gotta have a low count. She's gotta be like anti one night stand, anti men kind of type girl, like, you know, just focused on her own world, you know what I mean? And like not many guy friends, but like, you know, like maybe groups I'm okay with. Like she has like girls friends that got guys and around and all that kind of stuff, sure. But like too many guy best friends, I don't know, man. I can guarantee you if a girl, that same girl that you're dating will call that guy one day, be like, hey, I'm feeling really lonely, do you want to cuddle? And like I feel like really horny, you know what I mean? Like that will fucking 100% pull his pants down.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I've been that guy where a girl has told her boyfriend like, yo, don't worry about him, he's just a friend. It's not crazy to think that it happens.
Yeah, don't worry about that guy, he's just my friend. And then next thing you know, when you break up, that guy's fucking cuddling her and fucking, like, you know what I mean? Netflix and chill turns to real quick. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. But then again, as I said, I have a relationship with some of the females that I am close with, right? I've known them for 10 plus years, these girls, right? All my friends, all my group of friends are all very, like I have a low amount of friends, but, like, long term, right? And these girls, I will do anything for, and there's nothing there. You know what I mean? I can't disrespect it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, I can't go that route.
They're in that box now, and there's no way
they can't get out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's
Like,
hard
even though they're hot, like, believe me, one of the girls that I have is a fucking smoke show. Everywhere I go, right, and I'm holding her hand or whatever, like we're just fucking around having fun. She's just, every guy wants her, but like, you know, I don't see her in that light, no matter what. You know, I can't see her in that light because it's just, I can't lose her. You're too valuable.
Right.
Like your brain, the way you think, the way you are, the way that you respect me, the way that you are opinionated, the fact that you know my story. Like, this is the type of chick that if I die tomorrow, she's going to be at my funeral telling my life story in detail, ways that guys wouldn't be able to. Because, you know, when I have conversations with my boys or whatever it is, some of the things that we talk about won't be the same conversations that I have with this female. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can go a little bit more softer. Like, people look at me like, oh, Petey's a hard guy, like, you know, he grew up tough, this and this, he may be like involved in stuff, whatever the fuck they want to think about me. Or I can't be testosterone with testosterone can't be with estrogen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be like strong, firm men, you know what I mean? Like, but with a girl, you can be a little bit more softer. You can tell her little sides of things that are more, that she can understand at an emotional level, because that's what girls are. They're emotional beings. Some of them are highly emotional. Some of them are very low emotional, almost like they're dudes. You know what I mean? Some of these girls are like really dudeish, bro. Like, they like, it's okay, so I'm gonna suck your cock right now. Like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, some of these girls I've met in my life are like fucking straight up. You know what I mean? Like dudeish, right? Horned out. You know what I mean? But like, when it comes down to these girls that I have that are friends, they're just mutual and just going through life. Beautiful women. One of them just had a kid. One of them's recently out of a relationship. She's out and about. You know, she tells me what's going on, and that's it. Just the respect is there.
And they allow you to have that space to be vulnerable and like be a little bit emotional and soft with them, right? Because like you said, like you can't be all testosterone around them because they're women at the end of the day, and you got to be a little bit more like soft. But they gave you that space to be like that. They don't like judge you and be like, oh, PD, you're being a fucking pussy or like whatever.
No, 100%. That's the thing. It's like they're not gonna judge. I don't judge them. Judging's for Judy. At the end of the day, they have their opinions. I have my opinions. And that's it, right? Like we share. It's like it's a mutual thing. You know, it's like a handshake. It's like a business transaction. You know what I mean? I tell you something, you tell me something. What do you think about this? right? And I'm tough love, right? Like everyone that knows me, no matter if it's my brothers or family or whoever the fuck it is, they know me as tough love. I'm the type of guy, like, you can't come up to me with a fucked up haircut and tell me, and to like, what do you think about my haircut? And I tell you it looks like shit. Then you get upset with me, right? Like, I can't lie to you and be like, oh no, it looks great. Like 90% of the human beings on this earth will tell you, right? I'll tell you it looks like shit. You'll stop talking to me for a few months because you think I'm an asshole, bad guy. And then a few months later, be like, you know what? PD, you were right. Everyone was like, this is a true story, by the way. A girl came up to me, okay? She got her hair cut and she was all like, what do you think? And I'm like, I don't like it. And she, you know what, girls are really emotional about their appearance and how they look and all this kind of stuff. And especially when you had long hair and you cut it short, I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? You look like a fucking character in a fucking a cartoon. Like, what the fuck are you trying to pull here? Like, you look like you're trying to become a dude. Like, what happened here? Like, it does not suit you. You look like you're a Japanese woman that's gonna go have a fucking meal by herself. Like, what happened? Like, you're not even Japanese. You know what I mean? Like, short. Like, it looks like a bucket went on her head, and someone like cut it around, and like you paid what, $300 fucking for that shit? Don't look at me like I'm gonna tell you, yeah, good job. No, man, it looks like shit. Girl went off with her life, fucking calling me dick, blah blah blah. I think you're fucking rude, blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, sure, whatever, dude. Don't talk to me. Stop talking to me for a little while. Then she comes back like months later. She's like, PD, you're right. I'm so sorry. Like, all my friends said it was good and all this kind of stuff. But then I found screenshots of my girls talking shit about my fucking hair and agreeing that you were saying you were right from the very beginning. You know what I mean? They even used my name in their little group chats saying, oh, I can't believe PD said that about her. He was so right. Like, I was like, all right, cool. Case dismissed.
At least I had the respect and the audacity to tell you straight up. Like, if you listened to me in the first place, you wouldn't have to see your girlfriends talking about it in their group chat and talk shit about you. You know what I mean? Like, at least you did her the courtesy of telling her straight up.
You want to know the truth? My opinion. You asked me my opinion, right? Some of my opinions may be fucking offset. Whatever it is, you asked me for my opinion, so I told you my genuine opinion. You know, I just can't be fake. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you, dude? How did you develop that? How did you develop the not giving a fuck and just being completely and honestly 100% transparent and not fearing the consequence of what could happen?
So to answer your question, I know where you're going with that. I believe the more you go through things in life, the more situations you've been placed in, the fucking doubts and the obstacles that go through life, the more harder it is, the more genuine you become. You know what I mean? Like, you need to go through trial and errors and mistakes and insecurity. You need to get bullied. You need to get punched out. You need to get stabbed. You need to get, not unless I physically stabbed, you know what I mean? Because it's very rare unless you're going to Surrey and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, like, I'm just saying, like, all this kind of stuff, you need to go through these situations. You know what I mean? You need to go through breakups. You need to go through heartbreaks. You need to have all these things. And then good things happen too. Like, you need to travel the world, see the beauty and everything, and like develop all this stuff. And you need to be just the best version of yourself, created through everything you've gone through. And then the outside world doesn't fucking matter. Once you realize the inside world is concrete and subtle and good and calm. Like, my lake, if I was to describe my world, my lake is calm, bro. Little ripples here and there, some little bullshit. But I ain't letting no outside world come in and fucking fuck up my lake. I want to be on that lake. I want to go paddleboarding. I want to fucking swim. I want to go fishing on it. You know what I mean? You can't fuck up my sunny lake. You get what I'm saying? Because of your fucking bullshit out there. You can throw as much shit you want. You can throw pigeons at me. You can throw whatever. I got eagles flying around in my fucking lake. You know what I mean? They're having a great time. There's music playing, good vibes, you know, people laughing, smiling, you know, selective people. Don't bring your bullshit. And once you have a concrete lake inside your body, what I mean, in your mind, mental, nothing outside can bother you. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. If you have something bad to say about me, I don't care. You know what I mean? It took a little while to get like that. When I first, for example, doing this YouTube stuff, because as you know, I started with being one of the first Persian content creators. I used to give a shit what people thought, right? People would say some fucked up shit to me. So one point, I got a baseball bat, drove to this guy's house, broke his fucking door down, and started swinging inside his house like a fucking maniac. And I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? I'm like, this guy, like, then like the word spread around, like, oh shit, Petey's that guy. He's not just an online guy. We should watch out what we say. But then also, when you give reactions to negativity comes result of it, right? So if you're giving them the squeeze of like the attention that they're deserving, like a hater, for example, they will want that. So then now more haters will be involved. It's like, oh, this guy cares what we think. we should keep fucking with him so he keeps coming around until there's guys like me that are not online guys that will actually show up and fuck you up. But besides that point, it's not good. It's not a good look either because you're giving into that shit. So the whole mentality is if you start giving a fuck about everyone's opinions, you'll be a fucking loser, lower dimensional human being for the rest of your life. So you need to figure that out before you get involved with like the online screening stuff or just in general in life. If you start caring about everybody, you will never proceed in life because your vibration and your mental state will always be on the bottom floor. You know, you want to be a penthouse guy, right? Penthouse people, not just because of the ego or whatever it is, you just don't want people to be above you in a perspective of they have something on you.
I totally hear you, man. Like what you're saying is basically you had to go through the shit to get to the other side of it where now nothing phases you. There's you're bulletproof basically with all the outside external noise and the shit throwing, everything.
100%.
My thing is though, man, like the fear I have is, especially me, right? Like specifically for me, like I'm in school, I'm in grad school right now to become a therapist,
right?
Clinical counselor. And as you know, like and you might not know this, but like in my world, in my field, perception is reality. So how people perceive me is the reality it's the matter of fact. So people might not even know me. They won't know who Mo is. It goes hand in hand with everything else too. Like with content and social media, like for you, perception is still reality. Like people don't know you. Like like we were talking about before, they don't know who you really are. What they see on Instagram and all those clips of you impersonating, making those accents and all those jokes, they really associate that to that's who he is. And the fear I have with all that is just this world, like they'll cancel people. Like Jimmy Kimmel just got and Jimmy Kimmel's been a pretty big show. And I don't want to get too political, obviously, but like it always worries me, man. I don't know.
As I said, you got a good point when it comes to the worrying. Like for example, when COVID hit, right? And then the rise of vaccination, anti-vaccine people wearing 45 million masks in their car by themselves driving and you know, having to get like gloves and shit. I didn't take the vaccination, right? You want to judge me for that? Cool on you. Like at the end of the day, like I don't judge you. I gave you the advice. I said, this is my opinion about this. There's a company that's been fucking fraudulent for hundreds, like years, like not hundreds of years, but like long time. And put this vaccination out there. It's your choice. These are the facts. You guys want to go with it? You got the strongest immune system. Just take parasitic cleansing and, you know, drink good water and go to the gym. I think you would fucking be fine, right? But that whole time, that separation spiritually was a spiritual attack to everybody. The separation between this person and that person. I couldn't even go. I was dating a girl. The girl's family didn't want me to come to their house because I wasn't vaccinated. To that point where the separation of humanity and consciousness was so separated. And how am I supposed to be a funny guy online or be humorous when I can't be able to express jokes at those certain times? I couldn't even go to a restaurant without showing them a fucking card. Like, bitch, I'm trying to sit here and have a meal. You're telling me I can't sit here because I don't have a vaccination card? It was a psyop. It was a complete attack on humans' consciousness. It made a separation even more. I think that was the little spark, the appetizer to create this differential mindset that we are involved with right now. Because then once that inspired, what happened? People went to debt, people lost their businesses, people lost their relationships, people stopped fucking, whatever it was, because they're like, oh, did you get vaccinated? Like, it was crazy, bro. Like, I would go up to a girl and date her. She's like, you didn't get vaccinated? Okay, I can't be with you. The fuck you mean? You're fucking everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're probably raw dogging everybody. And then suddenly, because I don't have a vaccination, you want to talk to me? Like, you're fucking wild. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, you know? So it was that started it. So that 5-year period of fuckery really fucked a lot of people's minds. Even me, like I stopped doing fucking content. I was like, what the fuck is this? I can't even say what I want to say. And that comedy trend went fucking sideways. Even like big comedians were talking about this for a while. You know what I mean? Like we got big name comedians saying like, they'll bring old school comedy back. That's why I made my return onto the online creating stuff, because it's like, I felt the shift because people were so tired of that shit. It was so much into people's brains. It went from COVID, it went to the LGBT, it went to the governments, and went to like whatever's happening in the world, which, you know, like opinions of like wars and all this stuff that's going on. People are financially at a loss right now. Some are in gains. So they're very, there's a lot of sensations going on in people's minds. and so it's creating that shift. And I feel like we're waking up now at a faster pace than we were. So humans are consciously transitioning to be like, okay, we just went through some fucking weird ass time in our life. Now it looks like it's coming back to normal. It's like, oh, we're coming back to normal, what it was before this shit happened. So now jokes are being able to be expressed. Comedians are coming back on the live screens, cracking some jokes. Like they're doing stereotypical jokes. White guys are making fun of black guys. Asians are making fun of Hindus. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like, it's like cool. Like, let's bring that shit back. You know what I mean? Like the stereotypes are all there. Okay, black people steal. Okay, white people fucking take over land. You know what I mean? Like it's like just a joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like you know, your Persians fucking cologne and drive white BMWs. Like, you know, Asians fucking noodles and fucking got tight pussies. Like, you know what I mean? Like whatever the fuck you gotta say, they're good at math. Like, I don't fucking know. Like we got all these races. They're amazing. It's funny to make fun of them, right? And it's good to be able to do that because it shows that you're stable. You know what I mean? So, but if we can't express ourselves or crack jokes about other races and other people, then we're always going to be in this segment of separation. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I have this character. Like, the real reason why I have this character, because I have Persians come to me, oh, you're Persian? Why are you making fun of your own type? I'm like, buddy, I'm PD, okay? Yes, I'm Persian. That's my ethnicity, okay? But, like, I'm bringing my culture that I've been grown with, and obviously I'm hairy. I got some hairy. I got Persian attributes, right? Like, you know what I mean? I got a beard on my fucking face. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Let this shit grow back in a month, and I'll look like I'm gonna go bomb something. You know what I mean? I get it, right? We look at that. Look, I'm gonna use that, whatever that's given to me, to express our culture. Persians are fucking funny people, bro. We're hilarious. I want people to know that. I want us to be in the norm. Right. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I'm attacking you because you were Persian. We can't be involved. Why are black people, all comedians are making fun of jokes and everyone laughs at the black people's jokes and stuff? Let's be able to do that with Persian. I initially started this to express my culture to everyone. Be like, oh, they don't know what Persians are, because we're always angry. We always get mad when someone makes fun of us. Like, we're so prideful. Like, shut the fuck up. Who cares? You know what I mean? Yes, you're Persian. Okay, calm down. Like 14 more sprays and you're good. You know what I mean? Just go drive your BMW, daddy's Visa card, and flex in clubs, and, you know, and try to go after white girls, and, you know, that's it. That's your thing, dude. Like, you do that shit, right? But, like, let me fucking show people that's what we do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, you want to show people that you have a problem? What do you know who the fuck I am? Like, I don't give a fuck who you are, Ali Reza. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, calm down, bro. You're not hard. Never done anything gangster in your life. You know what I mean? Just be that guy. Just go to fucking school, you know, impress your daddy, be an engineer, doctor, or fucking lawyer, and call it a day. You're going to be rich forever anyways. Most of them are, right? I wasn't fortunate. Like, you know what I mean? I'm the hood guy, you know what I mean? So, but, like, my point is like, I want to bring that culture of ourselves out to through humor and accept it, right? But obviously I'm going to get backlash for it, right? But anyone that follows me knows that, like, that's what I'm doing. I want Persians to be known. We're a rich culture. You Google right now, what's the first country in the world? Iran, right? We brought out the Bill of Rights, right? We had Cyrus the Great, like we had kingdoms, we had all this stuff. We're a rich, cultured people. Yes, they have pride for that, but hey, let's make some jokes out of it too. Like, let's let people know that we can have fun too. Like, we can express ourselves and not be secluded from everybody. And that's the only problem I have right now is with everybody's. There's so much seclusion. People are fighting over fucking sports. People are fighting over differences, ethnicity, this, that. Like, it's just like so much shit. Like, fuck, man. Everyone needs to calm the fuck down and remember one thing. We're all humans on this fucking planet, or whatever the fuck it is. Disc, round, whatever. I don't know what the fuck it is. I've never been up there to tell you. Okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. Like, you're telling me, like, this is round, it's flat, it's fucking this. No, man, it's shaped as a cock. I don't fucking know what we're on. You know what I mean? Whatever you tell me, whatever they said, let them believe it. You know what I mean? Oh, he went on the moon in 1969. Motherfucker, I drive a 1969 fucking Camaro. Okay, I have one, right? Convertible drop. Yeah, and you're telling me, I can't go across Vancouver in that shit without it overheating. You're telling me motherfuckers went on a spaceship and flew into fucking moon? Cool, bro. You want to say that? That's cool. Do you want to believe that? That's cool. Like, you know what I mean? That's one thing I don't believe in. Like, you can't convince me that motherfuckers went to the moon with the technology that they had back then. That's fucking way crazy, bro. Like, that's fucking nuts, bro. Like, you can't tell me you went to the fucking moon in 1969, bro. Yo, and then they made a phone call to the guys on the moon. Is like, on air when you don't even have reception in P1 today on your phone. Oh, I'm in the elevator. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't have no. But then the motherfuckers called the people on the moon on live TV and was like, "Oh, this is a great step for humanity, Nixon. We're on the moon. This is great, fucking awesome." Meanwhile, like Stanley Kubrick is like filming this shit, making millions. Like, fucking guy.
Yo, oh fuck. There's a lot to unpack there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there was a lot there.
You think that we're going back to
Normalcy.
Like,
Is that a word?
From like I'm talking like era from the 2007 to 2012 era, like that's where we're going back to? Because I was wondering, because I was gonna ask you about that. We were more tolerable back then, man. Like a lot of the things that we used to say, like when I was in elementary or high school, we overlooked it. It wasn't anything. We just said it.
Yeah.
You know, some of the words that we said. And
so this is the thing, what I always tell people, right? When people look at me and they say, like, I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in what you say has its consequences, right? What I mean by that is if you say something that's hateful, right? That's your opinion. Like, you can believe that. Like, oh, I hate black people. Oh, I hate white people. I hate Persians, whatever the fuck it is. But don't get mad when you say that and a Persian guy knocks you the fuck out or a black guy knocks you the fuck out. That's the consequences of what the words that came out of your mouth were, right? Let the people judge you based on that, right? So you can hang out with people that have the same mentality, but let the consequences of what comes out of your mouth be the result of it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in suppressing people for it, because you can say, oh, you can't say this, and then that person will forever have that hate and growing, revolving expressions stuck in their brain. Then they won't able to express it out, and they won't be able to learn from the expression or learning from it. So like that's why like some people that were KKK turned into liking black people, because when they started hating so much, then they started getting backlash. They started being like, wait, what's going on? If we're going around and people are saying we're racist, we're this, and like, fuck you, motherfucker, hater, blah, blah, blah. Just like what's going on in a lot of things right now, right? When you start hating on something, you get the backlash, and it makes you think like maybe something's not right. Maybe they will learn from that. Maybe a punch out, maybe cracking your jaw and having a fucking like a braces for a little while, and not being able to eat and drinking out of a fucking bottle will make you realize, okay, I got punched out for fucking expressing myself. Maybe I should learn from it. I feel like everyone needs to learn from their consequences. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you, what do you think the consequences should be then? Like, is it as simple as a knockout, right? Like, is it a physical?
It's not always a physical. That's just an example. It's just like you. If you go online right now, let's say I make a content and I just go off and start hating on things, right? The comments that I'm gonna get are most likely because humanity's they're gonna stand up. You can't tell me people are gonna start agreeing. Some will agree, but most of them will disagree. They'll be like, okay, fuck you, man, that's not right, bro. I'm agreeing with you, but I don't think this is fair. Blah blah blah. Like what you're saying is too rough. Blah blah. Like it's gonna backlash. You're gonna get backlash. Maybe you get excited. Some people are twisted in the head. They like that shit. They like drama. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people. Maybe majority of the females are like that too, right? So you're gonna get backlash. That's your consequence of what you said. So I believe there should be debates. There should be discussion. There should be fighting. There should be back and forth. There should be disagreements, to disagree to agree, or whatever it is, because then you can bond with those certain people, right? There could be a fucked up group of people that are going around that are racist, and there's some fucking people, like you ask me right now, ask me, pull on, am I racist?
Are you racist?
Fuck yeah, I am. You know what I mean? I am. Like, I'm not like a racist person, but like, I know stereotypes of everybody, you know what I mean? I don't hate anybody. Doesn't mean I hate anybody, but like, when it comes down to it, there's like jokes about everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hide that, right? It's not like I hate you, but it's like I know jokes about every race. As a comedian, I know jokes about every race. Doesn't mean I don't like you. It means I know your weak points. I'm racist to myself. You know what I mean? We're all humans. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's racist.
Right.
They're just lying to you if they're saying they're not. Okay, so you're telling me that you go down a certain road of certain people and you get that feeling whatever, like that's harshly racist, that you feel uncomfortable around certain people or whatever it is, or like, oh, there's too many of these people, or there's too many of that people. Like, that is in your subconscious, you're racist. But you're not like, I'm not talking like that extreme racist where you're like, fuck everyone, I hate this guy, I hate that guy. No. Like, everybody's racist.
Right. And on that, the last guest we had on a couple episodes before, Bob, he's an Asian guy, he's a comedian.
Yeah.
He said it perfectly. It's kind of you're kind of alluding to it too. is there's a difference between having stereotypes towards races,
Yeah.
but then there's a difference between going and burning down an Asian restaurant. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like you don't like
exactly.
Asians,
Exactly.
you go burn their restaurant, you go kill someone that's Asian, or you physically abuse. Like there's a difference. There's a
100%,
line between
100%.
making jokes towards them and making it, humorous and funny and playful, than going and actually like jumping one.
100%. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. Like, when I was growing up, it was like Persians versus natives, and like, we didn't have like social media to tell people like, oh, this guy has a dog, he's happy. It's like, oh, he's native, oh, boom, boom, done. Or Persian, oh, he's done. Or white versus Persian, black versus. It was always different back. Now that everyone has social media and they have all this stuff and they can connect with each other, they know if this guy has a dog, if he's gay, if he's straight, whatever. He's a girlfriend, he's happy, he's fucking jollying, walking around, making dancing videos. I don't know. You know these people, or like you get an idea. Your brain is constantly learning, right? So the racism isn't as thick as back then. I think that there was a lot of differences back then. There was like, you didn't know about cultures and stuff. Now that we have so much information going through our skull at all times, it's almost impossible to be that racist. You know what I mean? Then if you're that fucking racist where you want to hurt that person because of their race, their skin, their character they are, then that's fucked up. But we know everybody's weaknesses. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We can poke it. You can scratch the surface, but don't cross the line where you're like disrespectful and you're being like a fucking dick. You know what I mean?
So to play devil's advocate, I want to know what you would say to this. The last clip you posted of you on Davie Street talking about, the LGBTQ community,
right,
and the whole thing about that.
Right.
If someone in the community came up to you and said, PD, explain to me why we shouldn't think you're not hateful towards the community, why you aren't, give us good reasoning and give us a good explanation as to why you're not being disrespectful.
Because I want everyone to laugh at each other, man. I want everyone to get along and laugh and crack jokes at each other and get along that way. That's the only way you can get along with people. Is the majority of the business deals that I've done in my life is with people I can be humorous with. If I can't crack a joke with you and you can't laugh with me, don't fucking sit next to me. Don't be on the same table as me. Don't bring that energy towards me. If you can't be like laughing about something and can't take a joke, you're too serious for me. Fuck that. You do you, run around. But I don't like when you're fucking telling me I can't do something or express something or make fun of something because it's you think it's targeting you. I'm not targeting anybody. I don't care. I like everybody, man. I like everybody on this planet, right? Even if you're fucked in the head, you've just been raised wrong. It's like a pit bull, right? People hate on pit bulls, but yeah, if you raise a pit bull perfectly fine, it's not gonna go attack people. You know what I mean? It's just how they've been raised. People just have tough upbringings. They've have situations they've been through that made them be that way. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the toughest people I met in my life are the softest people. A lot of the most gangster people have been the most loyal people. The most nerdiest people have been the most fucked people. You know what I mean? Like, like the girls that you see, like, she's a nerd, blah, blah, biggest freaks, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, I have to get along with everybody, and that's just who it is, and you can't just pinpoint that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And one thing, so I'm not trying to be against you right now, dude. Like, I'm really not, because there's a lot of, I agree with a lot of things you're saying, but I also do understand how you having a big voice and being influential for so many years and people knowing who you are, of course, could you see the side of posting clips like that causing a stir and firing up those people that already have that hate and that animosity towards that population, right? Like, could you see it being a fuel to those people that are inherently hateful and have this anger and this vendetta against those people because you have such a voice, and now you're, basically highlighting it and really bringing out to light and really just,
As I said, I don't want to sponsor anyone to be like that, right? At the end of the day, if you can't look at the fact that I'm joking and cracking jokes and laughing, that's your
right. But
defect.
like, we know you're joking. Like, I know you're joking,
yeah.
right? Like, people listen. A lot of people, I would say, that look at your clips know you're joking and know you're not a hateful guy and you are.
Like, I really, like, literally, like, when it comes down to like gay people, for example, I have people that are gay that come hang out with me. Like they're like I've been out with the girls and the gay guys have been there. I think they're fucking hilarious. Gay guys are one of the most funniest people on this planet because they say the most fucked up shit. They don't care. They're fucking actually comical, right? Like they're just funny people, man. I don't care, right? I don't care what you do. But I can understand where you're saying, like, I can inspire the people that really hate them to follow the content and whatever. If that's what they want to follow, that's what they want to follow. But I'm not portraying to you for you to go out there and trigger the mind to go hurt one, right? And I mean, like, that's not the thing, right? I can see where you're going with that,
Right.
but that's the whole thing about sensitivity now. It's like you should be able to crack these jokes, and people should be able to accept it and know that it's a joke and carry on with that. But some people that can't take that as a joke, or they're going to get offended or blah, 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 that comes back to what I was saying before, is the transitioning stage of people are transitioning to the old school comedy, dark humor, vulgar. That's comedy, bro. That's been fucking funny forever. Stereotypes are number one most funniest shit. Like, you can't tell me, look me right in the eye, that you don't think fucking stereotypes are funny. I think they're fucking hilarious, man. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as you say fucking something about a race, it's automatically ha. You know what I mean? So even if it's a race, sexual preference, or whatever it is, it's fucking comedy. It's gold. You know what I mean? Especially when you make fun of yourself too, as well. So yeah, I get where you're coming with that, but at the same time, I can see where it can get people to switch up and go to that route and think, oh, I want to follow this guy because he's hating, blah, blah, blah. This is, no. I'm not hating. I'm just cracking the joke. You can do that's your perspective. You follow whatever you want to follow. There's people that follow sick shit, man. There's people follow like watching like murder things, and you know, people that follow like strongly extremist stuff, right? But like that's their choice. If they want to follow, they can follow.
Yeah, you're not here instigating anything. That's
I'm
not
not
your
instigating nothing, man. I'm not trying to go out there and target at people. I'm just trying to crack jokes about everything that's happening, right? It's just real time, and that's what was happening. Davie Street is literally that street. If you come to Vancouver, it's the gayest street in Vancouver. There's flags everywhere. There's rainbows everywhere. There's guys walking around with fucking pink fucking bikinis, and they're holding hands. They're doing weird shit. That I think it's weird to me, but it's normal. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? To me, it's you can't tell me. Do you think I'm gonna go to a party full of fucking dudes in bikinis? No, man. I'm gonna go to a party full of girls with bikinis. You know what I mean? That's just my preference, but that's their world. To me, it's weird, right? Because it's not normal to me, but that's normal to them. But I don't go to the street and hang out. Like, you won't see me going to a bar with fucking 40 dudes. Like, you know what I mean? That's not my thing. But that's just the normal world. That's what they're in, right?
Yeah, yeah. Where's the line? Like, is there a line in comedy, and especially in your clips? Like, where's the line that you would draw for yourself, right? Like,
the line is like you like full on telling the person or whatever it is, even if you're in character, because I'm in character most of the time, or if I'm just being myself. The line is if you're like literally directing people, be like, hey, you say a fucking hateful joke, but it's like, it's really like almost like you're using humor to express hate in a strong way. Like, I'm talking like really deep, you know what I mean? Like, you're pulling a gun to the guy's head and smiling and laughing. No, like that kind of shit is way too extreme. There's levels to it, right? Like, you can scratch the surface as a comedian or a humorous person, but when you go like past the point where you're like shoving something up their ass, maybe they might like it. You know what I mean? But like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful, right?
Yeah.
There's limits to it,
yeah.
right? So that's what I mean. Like, there's a line, there's a respect. At the end of the day, it all comes down to respect. It's just if you push it, that's it. There's disrespectful. There's disrespect, then there's respect. Then there's comedy, then there's disrespectful comedy, right? I don't want to. I'm a human person, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people look at me like, oh, you're Persian, and they label me just as Persian. It's like, no, man. I'm PD, man. You know what I mean? I grew up. Yes, this is my outside appearance. Like, it's like people are cars, right? Like, you're a Civic, a Honda, that's your brand, or you're a BMW. You know what I mean? It's like you're black, white, Korean, whatever the fuck you are. It's just but then you are who you are. So I'm just me doing my life in my world. As I told you, the expression of the lake that I said, that you have your own lake, in my own bubble. You want to be in the bubble and hang out? Let's fucking hang out. I have opinions. I have strong opinions about some things, but most of it's going to be humorous, and I'm going to crack jokes with it. But I won't be disrespectful.
And bottom line, you're not a hateful person. You don't hate anyone. You're a good person. You want everyone to succeed. You want everyone to do well. And that's...
Yeah, because as, let's say, a comedian, let's call myself a comedian, right? Let's label that, right? What am I doing? I'm going out making people laugh. I'm trying to put a smile on your face. You know what I mean? I'm not getting fucking dollars out of it right now, currently, whatever, but I could, but really, like, I'm taking the time out of my life to put a smile on your face. Whatever you're going through, I want you to laugh. Whatever it is, I want to subconsciously make you laugh about things and brainwash you to, in a perspective of good, though. I'm not talking about bad. Like, you know, the art of manipulation, right? I can be able to get you to crack out of that state that you're in to laugh about certain things because you may be going through something, but the fact that I made you laugh makes me feel good. I'm not a hateful person. I don't think any comedian can be a hateful person because they're trying to make people laugh. How could you tell a comedian is a hater when he's out there trying to make people laugh out of their own will? You know how hard it is to make people laugh, bro? It's one of the hardest things you could ever do. I've done stand-up, I've been on stage, I've done lots of shows, all this kind of stuff, and the fact that, like, you can be able to make someone laugh, or they came to a comedy show because they're going through something, and be able to get them to crack out of that is an art in itself. And how could you be a hateful person if you're trying to bring joy into that person's life? Not a hater. I can't be. It's just not my nature. It's just I can't hate on something. It's a disease. It's like a energy that I don't want around. I got a fucked up life as it is. I don't need anything else coming and adding on top of it. No bullshit, no drama, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about it. Once you give me that drama or that energy, that all that nonsense in your life or whatever the fuck you're going through, and you bring it to my fucking shit, be like, yo, your toilet's over there, take your shit over there. Don't touch my toilet. You know what I mean? I like my toilet to be clean.
Yeah.
I want to shit in my own toilet. Fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like someone coming into your house, like literally walking into your house and just takes a shit in your fucking toilet. Doesn't even talk and just walks out. You know what I mean? That's how life is, right? Like fuck you, man. You stink up my fucking place. You just fucking walk out. Like, don't even shake my hand. Don't nothing. Just took a shit and left. You know what I mean? Don't bring that shit over here, man. Keep it in your own fucking world. You can come into my house and hang out and watch movies or chill, fuck out, whatever, smoke hookah, chill, whatever the fuck you want to do. But, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever your forte is, whatever keeps you happy. Fuck, if you're a fucking druggie, do your druggie. I don't give a shit. Like, you're in my world now, you're hanging out, that's it. Don't come and disrespect it. And I won't disrespect yours. I won't come into your fucking house and take a shit. You know what I mean? Imagine me coming to someone's house, being like, what I mean in this perspective, right? And going to take a shit in someone's house and walk the fuck out. Like, fuck you, peace. Disrespectful. It's all respect. At the end of the day, the most valuable thing on this earth, planet, realm, whatever the fuck it is respect. Respect is huge. You know what I mean? What it comes down to is, like, respect is so powerful, and I feel like I'm one of the only leftover guys and, like, a lot of the rare guys that has never cheated on anybody. Do you know what I mean? This is a big thing. Like, I haven't cheated on a girl. I could easily do it, but I just can't see myself doing because it's disrespectful. I can't push someone to do something bad because it's disrespectful to them or anything. You know what I mean? I just can't stand it. Respect is huge. That's why when I made PDM, my whole YouTube thing, what did I always have on my videos? At the very end of it, it said respect plus, right? Respect plus is the plus was a unity. It's you and it's me. You get what I'm saying? This was the plus for the respect. That's why I called it respect plus. That was my movement. I wanted to brainwash and in a good way, subconsciously and consciously, my followers to respect each other, to being a part of a unity. You know what I mean? Because we're separated based on a lot of things right now, but a lot of people are coming back into unity in the whole scheme of things.
Do you really see that? Do you see that we're coming back?
Yes, because there's a huge spiritual war that's going on right now. This is a big topic, right? There's a massive spiritual war going right now. Good versus evil, right? The more minds that are waking up right now, it's very quick. It's too fast for the evil to catch up with, right? And I'm telling you, it's not like I'm not labeling like countries versus countries. I'm talking about like literally spiritual warfare of certain groups versus certain groups. There's billionaires that are evil. There's billionaires that are good. They're having a war right now that you can't really see. It's behind the table, but they're showing you enough. But what's happening is the evil is using separation of the masses to be able to concrete their forwardness to be able to conquer the world kind of thing. That's their plan. And then there's good that are trying to just battle that and are trying to show you that this is what's going on. And it's up to the humanity in the middle of the referee, we would call humanity, the masses, to be the judge of what's going on, what decision they want, what side they want to go. This whole left versus right is all crazy. This whole religion versus religion is crazy. Which whole soccer versus team, this team is crazy. Genders, this, that is all crazy. Races, this is that. It's all fucking nuts. If you really look at the grand scheme of everything, we all have a soul, I believe, right? Because there's a lot of evidence. I don't know. In my world, there's a lot of evidence going towards that. And this is my character. We all have souls. We all have to just do good and just remember that we're all just having a human experience, no matter what your car is. This is a vehicle, right? Your soul is eternal. You're having a human experience in this realm of whatever the fuck it is. And these reasons, the reasons why there's so many different races and all that, because it's ultimately a test. You got to be able to test your soul to be able to see if you can connect with other races and beings. If everyone was the same, let's say we all looked like you and we all look like me, right? There's just me in this whole world. Everyone will just get along with each other. It's like, okay, there's the same person walking around. You know what I mean? This is like, what is going on? You know what I mean? The guy has the same opinions, same religion, same one religion, one world, one this, one that. Everyone's like, okay, going through life. But when you have a soul and having all these different humans, different experiences, different people, there's all these different types of people for you to be able to go through this cycle of life and not judge them and be able to be the better version of yourself. And whatever you've gone through, right, is your path. And that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, some people have some fucked up paths, man. Some people got some unfair fucking paths, man. I have a heart for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I understand you, bro. You know what I mean? A guy being like 4 foot fucking nothing and walking around, the girls are all like 5'5" and like looking down, like fuck, you know what I mean? Whenever I try to see a girl that was taller than me, and it's like she said goodbye to me one time, and she held my neck like this and went like this to me, bro. I was like, yo, my dick became so small, I almost thought like maybe I should be gay at this point. You know what I mean? Like, this is fucked. You know what I mean? This chick's too tall. Like, when a girl grabs you like that, like this, and demasculates you, bro, fuck that. I'm out, man. Like, my cock's so small now. Girl looking down at me while I'm walking around is weird, bro. It's like, holy shit, you know? Like, respect to the tall girls. Like, yeah.
Well, that's a new thing going around now, like the short kings, you know what I mean? So there's a market for that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, some girls are now into that. That's like a turn on for them to being a short king, you know what I mean?
Sure. Whatever.
And the short kings, the shorter guys are now embracing that and being like, yo, like, I'm a short king. Yeah, I go for chicks taller than me. I don't give a fuck if a girl's taller than me, you know what I'm saying?
Good on you, bro. I'm not down. I can't do it, man. When a girl, like, I need to grab the girl's neck like this and fucking kiss her like this, or kiss her on the forehead. You know what I mean? If I have to fucking reach and kiss you on the forehead like this, like, fuck that, man. I'm good, bro. I'm not jumping, man. Like, I'm good.
No, I know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I get it. Good for those guys.
Like, if I want to create a basketball kid, sure. You know what I mean? Like, I want to. You know what I mean? If I want a child that's gonna be fucking tall, sure, I'm down. Like, let's breed. Right? But only for breeding purposes. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking, no way, dude. I just can't. Like, even a girl even the same height as me, I'm just like, why are you looking right at me? You know? Why are you looking at me? Please stop looking at me. You know what I mean? You're too close to my vision. You know what I mean? I want to see what's going on around you at all times. And I'm the type of person that's always aware of shit around me. Like, if a girl's shorter than me, I can see if there's a fucking something coming towards her. You get what I'm saying? But if you're a wall in front of my face and you're obstruction to my fucking view of anything that's going around, you're like, fuck out of here, right? I'm sorry. Girls that are tall that are watching this video, go date guys that are taller than you, please, because then you know, then you'll be happy. You know what I mean? Because then they look down. They're looking down, and like, not in that way. When I say looking down, not in that, like, they're visually looking down, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
it's tough for them too, man, because a lot of taller girls, they don't have the option. They don't have that. Their options, you know, get shorter and shorter because they're so tall, right? And a lot of guys don't want to go for a taller girl. Like, if a girl's like 6 feet or 6'1", their options decrease drastically, because how many guys are fucking 6'3", 6'4"? You know what I'm saying?
This is the other part too. Is like, the girl that I was dating, the tall one that I had to like reach, and when she reached out and kissed me like this, she would wear my shoes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she'd had the same size feet as me. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm not like that. To me, that's like, okay, that's like, I'm not a feet person at all. Like, and like, but like, if your feet are big and they're same size as me, like my feet, I don't know, man.
You know what, man? And you know what's crazy, dude? What you just said there is how you feel and what your opinions are,
yeah,
and what you want and don't want in a woman. But that in itself is going to cause so much controversy and so much heat and so much hate towards you. Oh, why are you hating on tall? You're there's a underlying thing of you being a woman hater. Like that's what's all gonna come up from what you just said.
They can have their opinions, right? They can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, I love women. Females are the most beautiful thing on this planet. As an art type person, I think they're the most amazing things that have been created from the creator. Obviously, there's something that created them. In general, they're just beautiful. But like, if that's my preference. It's my sexual preference for you to be shorter than me. It's my attraction preference. It's just how I like things in my life, and that's my choice of what I like. If you're telling me I need to like certain type of race of girls and flood me towards that, and it's not something I like, then I'm never gonna be happy, right? I like what I like. That's my opinion. Some guys like that shit. Maybe they like big feet and wear the same shoes. You guys can wear the same shoes, matching shoes. That's cute. Do your thing, boo boo, right? I'm over here. I don't want you to wear the same size feet as me. I like your feet being small and being petite and like, you know, cute and shit, running around. I like my
running around.
like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I like the cute girls, man. I like these little small, like not too small, you know what I mean? Like I like small girls walking around being like cute little kitty cats, you know what I mean? Like you know, have your fun, you know what I mean? Like I like that shit. I like the cuddly types of chicks. A taller guy should be with a taller girl. That's just how it should be. Like that's what I think, you know. Like, but if you're gonna judge me on that, cool. Fucking bring it to court. Like,
I mean, yeah, honestly, man. Like,
it's honest,
like,
right?
It's just you're saying how you feel, and it's
that's the
to
thing.
hold
If,
that against you.
If that's a problem, and now we're transitioning to a new world where you should be able to. Now people are okay to say what they were feeling. I feel like that's changing.
Are
right
we
now.
though, man?
I
Like, you
believe
just saw
we are.
Jimmy Kimmel just get completely canceled, right? Like,
Yeah, but because also there's certain things to that as well. Like you can't,
Yeah,
you know
and
what I
I
mean? Like if someone,
a whole thing to
let's say there's depths to it that we don't understand as well. Let's say someone dies, right? Someone did die, and you crack a joke about it, and also your ratings have been going down or whatever it is. There's some other sides to it. There's some other stories or whatever. Let's say me right now, okay? I go online right now and made fun of the shot that went to the guy's neck. That is going to be borderline disrespectful, right? The whole like people celebrating his death. I don't want that karma, right? I don't believe in karma. I believe that like it's I don't want the result of, I don't want the energy of that. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm going to crack joke about someone's death, that's fucked up. They got a family, they got kids, they got people going on. Like, I don't want that for my friends or anyone around me. Like, I would be very, very alert if someone, like, for example, let's say something, God forbid, something happened to you, right? And I see people online making jokes about it. I'll be like, yo, this is fucked up. I'm going to counter it. That's the energy I don't want. I don't want counter. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I don't want to invite that shit. As I said, I'm very calm. I'm very mutual with everybody. I don't want to bring it up. But if you're going to crack jokes on someone's death, that's the lowest of the lowest you can be. I think you're a fucking low type of person to celebrate someone's death. I think you're a low type of person to be cracking jokes about someone's death, because that person's wife, kid, or whatever the fuck it is going to be able to look at that content and be like, wow, they're just literally making fun of my father that just got shot in the neck. You know what I mean? That's like deep attack. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but as I said,
it's a different type of evil. That's a
It is,
different.
it
that's
is.
it's a level that goes deeper than.
and that's what I'm saying. You are the consequence. What I said at the beginning. You are the consequences that comes out of your mouth. What he said got him canceled, right? Because of the backlash, right? That's my point. Freedom of speech should be there for you to be able to do these things and make these mistakes, so you learn from it. So then, like, people forget we have a lot of years left if we don't get hit or shot or whatever the fuck it is. So when you fucking do something like this, you learn from it and you move and you adapt. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying a lot of KKK people turn to liking black people, because they learned from the backlash to not be like that. And now they're hanging out. Now maybe they have black kids, half black kids. You know what I mean? They learn from it. The head of KKK, this is a true story. The head of KKK had a black interviewer interview him, and he became best buddies with this guy. This is a true story, right? So this is why how he dropped his position of being the head of KKK, because he started liking black people. He learned from the backlash. Then he started advocating for unity between black and whites. You get what I'm saying? And KKK is almost dissolved now because they learned. You get what I'm saying? A lot of things dissolve now because it's learned. And right now, we're, as a human consciousness, we're all understanding one thing, that there's something going on in this world. You can't sit there and tell me you don't feel something's up. Something's going on in this world. Everyone feels it. There's receptors in your
We're
brain.
just exhausted, man.
Exhausted, right? Everyone's exactly. Everyone's tired. Everyone's financially tired. Even if they're doing well, everyone's exhausted. Their emotions, everyone's high. There's a lot of things going on, just differences. But now people are waking up because they've been to the they've been pressed so much. Now they're wondering why we're being pressed so much, and they're looking for answers. They're seeking, why is this happening? Why are we struggling? Why is there income taxes? In 5 months we're working for free in Canada when there's fucking UAE they're building and fucking they have no income taxes and taxes. Why is Texas not that far away from us and they have no income taxes on their businesses? And why is it that Canada has 40 million people, the same population of LA, and we have the highest resources per landmass, and we are the most taxed human beings on earth almost? Why is it? People are starting to now question these things. They're questioning, why is it so tough? Why do I feel like this? Why are there so much diseases on this earth? Why is there so much separation? Why is all this gonna happen? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like fucking shit in the sun? Why do I feel like I can't go spend money and enjoy myself? Why do I feel bad that I have to tip this bitch 15% when she did hardly work, whatever it is, or she worked hard on the table? Because we are being gouged and we're having this warfare on our minds, on our consciousness. As I said, there's evil versus good, and we're questioning these things. And now the whole world is transitioning to a position where they're waking up way too fast. And they're curious. They're wanting to know why, and they're seeking answers. This is the most awaken of the population I've ever seen in my life. Believe me, I'm the type of person, when I was growing up, I didn't party that much. I did here and there, but I would learn. I'm a very curious type of person. Maybe it's a disease, maybe it's a fucking malfunction in my brain. I want to know things, bro. I want to know what's going on. I want to know why this happened, I want knowledge, you know what I mean? I'm a sapiosexual, like I'm attracted to intelligence, right? I mean, so I want to be able to be the best version of myself. I want people to be the best version of themselves. I was always curious to what's going on. I never went out to go out party, do all that kind of weird shit when I was younger. So now that I learned all this stuff. I learned from dark magic. I learned from spiritual stuff. I learned religions. I've learned cultures. I've been to countries. I've seen things with my own eyes. I've witnessed different races. I fucked all type of girls. I've experienced cultures and all this kind of stuff. I've seen everything to the point where I've learned, and I feel like everything that I've learned back then, which made me look like a weirdo at the time because it wasn't accepted, some of the things I would say would be politically wrong at the time, or whatever my statements were wrong, are now all becoming the reality. It was like, oh, this is happening right now. PD said that 10 years ago. Oh, this is all happening right now. PD said that 10 years ago. Oh, this is going on. Now that I see that the shift of the awakening is happening throughout the whole population, is like, wow, okay, let's come hang out now. Let's all hang out. Let's all hold hands. You know what I mean? Like, now we're getting it. Now the population is understanding. You're not supposed to be on this earth to struggle. You're not supposed to be on this earth to have diseases. You're not supposed to be on this earth to have defects or issues or problems that are like financially problems. Like all countries are rich as fuck if they want it to be. Governments aren't supposed to be so powerful amongst the humanity. Do you get what I'm saying? So people are asking questions, wondering what's going on. Why is it like this? So that is the positive about everything. Right now we're going through that transitional stage where people are waking up way too fast, and it's a good thing. And also a lot of people that are not waking up want to keep that that energy going, but the dominant energy that's going on right now is the positive. It's a lot of people are like, you can't, back in the day, if I talked about like vaccinations or something or a type of conversation, people won't be able to conversate. Like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Now you say something, they're like, oh yeah, this is blah, blah. They're deeper. People are becoming deeper. They're not surface level. They're not talking about who Kim Kardashian fucked anymore as much. You have a conversation with someone who's like, oh, did you hear like what Kim Kardashian did? Did you hear what my rapper that I don't never knows my name did? And like, who gives a shit? These people don't give a fuck about you. The whole entertainment industry of stars and entertainment industry of people following these certain people has gone down by a lot. You get what I'm saying? Like, no one cares what stars are doing. No one gives a shit about these award shows as much. Their ratings are all down, bro, because the conscious mind of humanity is so gradually advancing that they're more concerned about unity and what the fuck is happening. Why is there a visual warfare happening on this other side of the earth right now? And, you know, it's causing a discrepancy. Why is there issues? Why is this happening? People are asking the why more than ever.
And you kind of alluded to this, to what you just said, man. Like, what's the next step after this awakening and people seeking out answers? Like, what happens after? What's the next progression after that? Is it unity? Is it just everything imploding and everyone just like letting go? Like, what is the next step?
Personally, I would love everyone just to just fucking understand what's happening and get what's going on. Obviously, the whole voting system and all this kind of stuff doesn't work, man. Like, it doesn't work. Whatever you vote for is always against you, but the mass population is the most powerful thing on this earth. And now that people are waking up, I feel like they will understand. If the shit hits the fan, they know who to look at. And if they're strapped up, they know who to shoot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying go out there and fucking kill people. I'm just saying be ready, be cautious, know what's going on. Don't let them rewrite history again. Don't be on the wrong side of the evil. Know what's going on, be cautious, and just be aware. Just know what's going on. This is your world. This is happening in real time. Like, fuck all the distractions. You know what I mean?
This is actually happening.
It's happening right now. We're actually
it's not a figment of imagination.
It's happening right now, and it's transitioning right now. The world is having a massive spiritual warfare. If you're not understanding this right now, and you're too busy trying to do cocaine on the weekend and giving a fuck what party to go through, that's the wrong side you're on. You can go enjoy yourself. I don't give a shit, right? But like, don't be so concerned about the little things when there's bigger things going on. You can't come up to me and be like, oh, I wasn't invited to this party or whatever the fuck. Like, who the fuck cares? Oh, I'm worried about this girl, what she thinks about me, or like what this guy thinks about me. Oh, I just broke up with this. Okay, bro. Small things like that, irrelevant data that you just put into my skull is the irrelevant data that's in your head. There's a bigger thing going on. Like, zoom out. You know, in stocks, right? In the stock market, people look at a down red day, right? And they're like, oh, fucking like this and this, blah, blah. But like a master of understanding stocks, what do? They zoom out and they look at the graph and see where it was and see if it has potential to go back up again, or is it going to keep going down and exit that play? You get what I'm saying? Oh, it was up here before, it's going to go back up, or maybe more, right? But zoom out and see what it was like a few days ago. See what it was like this. And like, in life, you need to zoom out and gather all the intel and decide what path you want to take, what decision you want to make. But if you're zoomed in on just the now and the past, you never foresee what the future might be. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They're just so small-minded and just clued in their own little world of misconception of what the reality is. They're creating illusions based on emotions. Fuck the emotions. Put it aside for a sec, zoom out, relax, and make a progressive decision to move forward.
Hey, man, you're preaching. I don't know what to say, man. I mean, it's a lot of things there's no one thing I can pinpoint out in the whole thing. One thing, man, and there's so much there that I could put a finger on and like we can get into, but like one thing I really do want to get into is, I'm sure you've heard the Vancouver dating scene is terrible, man, and there's just so many things about it. And talk to me about, man, dating and what your experiences have been and what you're starting to notice, and if you see a shift in that particular field.
Dating in general, I feel like it's really tough. Vancouver is very tough. Right? We got fucking, how many months of the year we got rain, depression, gray outside? You know what I mean? That really fucks with people's minds. I don't care what you say. Oh, I love the rain. Okay, bitch, go run around that and dance in it. Go to a festival in the rain. See how many people show up. Shut the fuck up. Right? No one's there. You're by yourself being a weirdo. Cool. In your world, that's fine. I love the snow. Okay. Be out in it all the time. You know what I mean? You can't say sun isn't good. Sun is really healthy for everybody. Vancouver's a city where it's gray all the time. It's very expensive to live here. There's a lot of alternate things that go through people's minds at all times. Rent, bills, food, differentials, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Waiting in line for a club that you're spending $30 to get in for $10 for $20 for a drink. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of things, for example, in that perspective where it fucks with people's minds that won't be able to be the best version of themselves. You know what I'm saying? So when you have all that stuff that's going on in your personal life and then you want to bring it out in a dating life, you have that stigma. It's like the stink, the smell to you, right? Because the vibe of the city is negative because a lot of the people are struggling just getting by. I know a lot of people that are negative accounts and going out and trying to have a good time still. Like, dude, get your money up, get yourself better, go to the gym, go better yourself.
Putting on a character that they're doing well.
You're putting a false illusion of a character. You're going out and doing all this stuff. So dating,
really, there are people like doing that. I always hear about it, but I never.
No, there are people that are going out and just trying to just mask their fucking issues that are going on in life. Like, but go out, be the best version of yourself. But it's really hard to do that in cities. So that's why the dating is so tough here, because it's a war between, for men, it's a war between rich kids, rich people, wealthy sugar daddies. We're one of the most sugar daddy capitals in one of the world. We have a lot of females that are able to just find wealth through guys by taking a selfie, versus a guy that's digging hard, working hard every day, going to the gym, being the best version of himself. Maybe might not make that much money, but like he's the best version, best guy, best nicest guy, will bring you flowers and take care of you. But no, you're gonna go after a guy that pulls up in a Lamborghini that his mom paid for, but you don't give a shit because you're in a Lamborghini. You can take a selfie with a symbol. Like, who fucking cares? But that's what you care about, and that's what the competition is between men and girls right now in this city, is that you're competing against very wealthy people, and there's no middle. It's like wealthy or broke, right? And there's options for a lot of people, and this city is a fuck city. Like, a lot of people would cheat on each other. That's why I call like the downtown area just a cheating central. Like, you will go in the elevator and some girl in the building will fuck you, and then the next day you go down the elevator, it's like, oh, this is my boyfriend. You shake hands, like, oh fuck, she's hanging out with you, like, cool. You know what I mean? It's a very fucking fucked up city.
How often does that happen? What's the frequency, man? Do you know?
Girls cheat all the time. Guys cheat all the time, and that's the thing with me is like,
can you air some people out, or not? Don't name drop, but do you know any crazy and wild stories that made you just cringe and crawl out of your skin?
Yeah, I've had girls come to my place, living in the same building and like, you know, previous places, and come to my place and like put on a show, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's dance. You know what I mean? And then I find out they have a boyfriend in the building. And then she continues to keep coming. At that point, I'm like, fuck, you know, I don't know the guy. I don't know who he is. But like, at this point, like, I almost feel bad for doing it. But at the same time, that's not my karma. That's your karma. You decided to keep coming at me. You know what I mean? I'm not in the mood to go out there and search for fucking girls. And, you know, like, I don't jerk off. So it's like nice to release. You know what I mean? I don't believe in jerking off and wasting my testosterone on anything. You know what I mean? Like, porn is the worst thing you could ever put into your fucking man's skull, because the perception of porn makes you feel like all girls could do certain things that you jerk off about. Like, not all girls are gonna be like, hey, do it on my face. You know what I mean? Maybe you like it. You know what I mean? Maybe you like hearing shit like that, or some type of porn or some type of girl. And if you don't have that happen in reality, you get disappointed, which causes limbic for a lot of people, right? That's why they have to use Viagra and all this stuff. Like, don't believe this hype that it's all like versus like age or whatever. It's all because you're not turned on mentally, right? So a lot of these girls are doing that. A lot of guys are doing that. I can't sit there and be with somebody that has a history of doing that, or I can't be with a bro, for example, a guy. All my friends that are close to me have not cheated on their girls. They have wives, kids, whatever the fuck it is, or just relationships. I can't be with someone that you can be as a guy and be like, oh, like bragging about cheating on your fucking girl, and then like doing all the stuff, hanging out with your girlfriend, kissing on their forehead, sleeping on the same bed as her, eating with her, living with her, and doing all this stuff, and like being in love with this person. They're taking care of you, massaging you, whatever the fuck happens internally with the relationship, and then you tell them that you love this person, and then you go fucking cheat on them and do disrespectful shit with other people. And then who am I to you if you're doing that to someone that you love? You get what I'm saying? So if you're cheating on the girl that you love, or you're cheating on the guy that you love, who the fuck am I to you then? I'm nobody to you.
It's a character trait at that point.
Trait.
It's a personality thing.
It's an attribute. It's something that's a defect in your life, and that's what you like doing. Then who the fuck am I to you that you're not going to do the same thing to me? I will never do business or shake hands or make money or be associated with people that cheat on the other person.
You know what, man? I totally agree with the whole, you know, it's always gray, rainy. It's not a fun city to be in. It's expensive. It's boring. There's not much going on and all that. I hear that. And it's almost, I get why people are in a standoffish mood and energy at all times. I get that. Sure. But it still doesn't justify, it's still not an excuse to not be honest and genuine. Like, I don't know where that went. Like, for example, like the story I just told you before we started recording about that girl. Like, if you're not interested, tell me. Like, I don't know where that was lost. I don't know if that's always been a thing where people, and specifically women, are just hesitant to provide that honesty and that transparency. I don't know where that has gone. I don't know. It's just, it bothers me. Like, be real. If you're not interested, if there's a richer guy that you want to go hang out with, like, literally tell me that. You know what I mean? It's better than me just like assuming and making a million different stories in my head and guessing what happened.
Authenticity, morals, valueness has gone downhill based on a lot of things. The propaganda, the whole thing of like, oh, I'm Miss Independent. Oh, I can get better. This whole Dubai thing, like, oh, Habibi, come to Dubai. Like this whole fucking thing they brainwash girls with. Oh, you can date a guy that's rich, blah blah. You think a lot of wealthy, financially men that I know as well give a shit to bring on a girl? They'll recycle them, though. They'll recycle the younger girls, hot ones, whatever. They'll keep going, recycle them. They'll air them out for a bit, recycle, because they can do that. They have the capability to do that. But then that makes it unfair for the guy that's a good guy, because he's going to be left out, right? Because then he's like, I'm genuinely looking for a girl to be in a relationship and want to have a family with and all this kind of stuff. And these girls think they have time. I want that family bond if I'm going to be able to be with someone seriously. And the next person I date is going to be the mother of my children, to be able to have one younger parent, you know what I mean? Because I'll be the old guy or whatever it is and take care of everything or whatever the fuck it is. But I want my wife to be young and being able to have my kids have a young perspective and relationship with their mother too. You know what I mean? So why would you have two old people running around the house? You know what I mean? You must be a phenomenal person for us to accept you. And that's another problem right now, is that a lot of the girls in this city, coming back to that, is they have this perception that their 20s, right, is like, oh, they have time. They still have time. And then they keep saying they have time. They go party. They do fucking blow. They're fucking riding around in Lamborghinis. They're getting washed up. They're getting flied out to Miami. They're getting flied out to LA. They're getting flied. If a girl's on boats, I think it's the most disgusting things, man. Like, all these girls in Vancouver think it's fucking cool to be on a boat. Like, you've been passed around in multiple boats, and dudes do fucked up shit.
Such a big red flag.
It's such a big red flag. It's like
done,
you're done. You're disgusting.
I don't care. Yeah.
I don't care. You say, oh, I just went on the boats and we're just having some drinks, whatever, man. You consume.
No judgment. If you want to go on boats, that's a thing. Like, we're not being hateful. We're not hating towards them. Do your thing. Go on boats. Go on all these drug dealers' boats and these realtors and whatever. Do your thing. It's just,
you want to wave bottles in a club? You want to be on boats? You want to fucking be clubbing all the time? You want to be fucking traveling to places you never paid for and being flown out to places? You want to fucking put on Instagram selfies all the time with your ass sticking out? Like, you know what I mean? These are things that guys with value look at and percept, like, do I want to be with this person? No, fuck no. A guy with value doesn't want that. A real man doesn't want that.
What's a response to a girl coming up to you and saying, yo, PD, I don't like the way you just explained all that. This is all a form of self-expression. The woman can do whatever they want. If they want to get flown out by a rich dude in Miami, if they want to go on these boats, if they want to shake a bottle in the club of, Ciroc, why not let them do that? They're getting paid for it. They're already, why wouldn't? What's your response to that?
Go fuck yourself. I don't care. That's and that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. That's how I feel. So at the end of the day, you gotta understand, when a girl's waving a bottle in the club, you gotta remember, if someone doesn't like you, and that's your girlfriend, that's waving a bottle in the club. If someone for some reason doesn't like, I don't like your fucking hair, Mo. I don't like how you personify yourself. And especially with a person like myself that I'm out there. I'm here right now talking to a microphone. I'm out there. Now I'm out there, right? If someone doesn't like me, they know my girl works at this club, at this time, at that table. How much does it cost for my girl to come shake a fucking bottle for them? $1,000, $1,500? Maybe if there's 20 dudes, $100 each, $50 each. You know what I mean? My girl is now in a position where she's waving a bottle for someone that doesn't like me. That satisfaction that it gives that dude, I don't want that. The availability for my partner to be vulnerable in that situation, she's supposed to be my queen, but now she's serving this fucking guy a bottle and drinks. I've been that guy, which my op at the time was a girl server. And what did I do? Every time she fucking, then this is bitter. This is back then. This is when I had hate. There's a lot of beef going on. I made that girl bring me certain drinks at my table. I wanted 3 ices specifically with a fucking lime. Okay? Every single time my drink was like that. And I made her do it all the time. I don't know her, but I know her boyfriend. You know what I mean? Guys were hitting on her, all this kind of stuff. It pissed the guy off, right?
She has to play that role. I mean,
and she has to play that role. And then guess what? She came to the after party. I don't want my girl available like that, right? Not all girls are like that. Don't get me wrong. A lot of girls are respectful to doing it just because they have to. But I don't want my partner to be a servant to other people. And especially if someone doesn't like me, to be able to be bought for the hour or 2 hours that they're on the table. Fuck that, bro. I'm good. You do you, boo-boo. Yeah. You want to hate me for saying that? This is the reality. You
know what's weird, man? Like, I wanted to bring a bottle girl on, but she kept bailing, kept dodging it. And it's crazy to me how some bottle girls don't realize why we, as men, find being in the bottle service industry is such a red flag. Like, being in the environment around a bunch of drug dealers and a bunch of dudes that are half of them are out on bail,
Right.
and being in that environment voluntarily or not, flirting with them, popping 1842, 1942,
Right.
and being like, they don't understand, like, that's, some of them don't understand why we don't like that. Like, it's so
Their perception of reality is based on, I get up, I go to work, I have bills. That it is what they see. I want this, I have this, I get this attention, right? A lot of females don't think outside. There's some of them that do, and they understand this. But her world is so small and minuscule and capped that that's her reality. I wake up, I dress up, I put makeup on, I look good, I pop my ass, I go to the club, I'm dressed up, guys are looking at me, I'm getting hit on, I'm waving a bottle, I'm making $600 a night, fuck you, I'm making money, you're not. Like, cool. But for a man that has value, as I said, won't want you, because it doesn't matter what you say. You can't tell me a guy didn't come up to your ear and say, oh, I think you're beautiful, and you said thank you, and then somehow connected and exchanged Instagrams or whatever the fuck it is. There's a high percentage chance of you doing that. But if you're in a position of a job where it's like you're office girl or you're working for yourself, the percentage of you being in a vulnerable position of a situation surrounded by guys that are horny or creeps or whatever the fuck it is very low. And that's what it is.
And then for her to respond, just to say, oh, just to chalk it up to, oh, I only did that, I only flirted back with him to get more tips. That's not good enough. That's not going to stand. That's not the leg to stand on.
Exactly, and that's my point. It's like, a man that has value and respect for himself doesn't want his female to be in a position where she's vulnerable or having the transaction of having that communication. That's why a lot of people, like in the religion of Muslim and Islam, they don't shake the girl's hand or hug the female, because they don't want that availability for them. So I'm not saying I'm Muslim, I'm saying that, but it's like, I understand that respect part. So what it comes down is respect. I respect for my partner. I don't want her to be in a disrespectful environment where there's chances to be disrespectful. Oh, then she comes home and it's like, oh, this guy was like hitting on me. Do I want to fucking hear that? I'm tired. I'm chilling in my fucking house. You come into my sanctuary and you're fucking telling me, oh, this guy was hitting on me, blah, blah, blah. They were doing this. Like, that's negative energy you're bringing me, because you're in a position that you were in that position in the first place. That's bringing now to my life. Now I'm responsible. And if I was an insecure dude, like a lot of dudes are, and were like, oh, huffy puffy, like, oh, who's this guy? Tell me who he is. Show me the picture, right? You know, fuck that. And why would you want, in your mind, is there a chance that she added someone through Snapchat, which I don't have? I think Snapchat's the most pathetic cheating app on earth. If you have that shit, it's a red flag too. And they're going to be sending snaps to each other behind your back, or having the open chance of her having a excitement towards somebody else because maybe something's going dull with your
relationship. We're pulling up next weekend.
Yeah, you want to come?
Boom,
yeah,
right
boom,
there.
Exactly, boom.
And just entertaining that.
And the guy can keep coming there because you're there. And the attraction could be built. Even though she's in love with you and she likes you, maybe there's an attraction with this guy that is now a side thing, and now she has a backup plan. Why would you want your female in that position where she can have that, where she can be like, oh, you're going to break up with me? Bye. You know, no, a female, if you're going to break up with them, she should fight for you, or you're fighting for each other. You should be able to be, there should be some, like, not give up so easy, because now she has options. She has backup plans. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Girls have tons of backup plans. Bro, they took a selfie and they can say, oh, I want to cuddle. A guy says, oh, I'm lonely, I want to cuddle. Some dudes be like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? You know what I mean? Like, get some help. But girls have so much. Their phone will go off. DMs are crazy, bro. That's, you know what I mean? It's easy for them. They can walk down the street and be like, hey, I want to suck dick. A guy would literally pull down their pants, in a relationship or not. A guy walking down the street and say, I want to eat pussy, in jail. Done.
Yeah.
Girls got it easy mode, man, but they also don't have the longevity of time, right? Men have time. 30s for men are prime. 20s from 23 to 28 is women's prime. So they have that little gap to find a man. If they don't find a man after that, adios, good luck. I wish you the best.
Yo, I don't have anything else to say, brother. We'll end it on that, man. Okay. We'll end it on that. Appreciate you, dude. Bro, that was...
A man, who is he and what is he to you? A man, who is he and